I'm in Southern California, so many people go to Mexico to like get their prescriptions, because
Yeah.
it's cheaper down there, but you can't bring testosterone across the border
Oh, wow. Okay.
it's like trying to bring
Like something over the counter.
yeah, like something, so like testosterone, you can take it in a cream, you can do injections, or you can do a compounded thing, which is what I do, but you don't have to have your progesterone and your estrogen in a compounded cream. Compounded creams cost more.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so you can get the estrogen patch, you can get the micronized progesterone pill, and it's very, very, very affordable.
Oh, wow. That's so interesting. Well, look, I'm not surprised at all. I mean, isn't that kind of what they do? That's the whole business over here.
Yeah.
One thing I wanted to touch on before just to keep it positive towards the end, which to be honest, this entire podcast has been so positive and informative, but I wanted to talk about the benefits of menopause, which I don't think is something that really gets talked about at all. You know what I mean? And when I was thinking about it, when I was writing a couple of notes before the podcast, the only one I could think of was no more periods. I mean, come on.
Which is great.
Yeah, I love it.
Great. I mean, that's definitely positive. I think the most positive part of it is just the empowerment that you feel as a woman. Because like I said, you kind of get to this fork in the road. And if you make that decision, right?
Yeah.
To give yourself the opportunity in the space to grieve, to accept this beautiful new phase of life that you're going into, where you have no choice but to honor yourself, listen to what you want, put your needs first, and mature. You're really maturing into the reality of like, yeah, right, like I can't put on everyone else's mask if my mask isn't on first.
There you go. Yeah, exactly.
I'm not going to let my FOMO get the best of me and then end up being super tired and irritable.
Yeah, happy to grieve the people pleaser side of myself. Yeah.
Exactly. It's that empowerment of just like, I'm exhausted of trying to fit all into these boxes of what I think society thinks that I need to be or should be or shouldn't be, or I think this is a real time when a lot, and you get to make that choice.
Yeah. I saw something either it might have been on your own website, but I love the post-menopause clarity.
Yeah.
That sounds like a dream.
Yeah. And really, focus on what you want and give up all the stress give up like all the insecurities of the middle school, high school girl we once were.
Yeah, exactly.
It's still down in there.
Yeah. But take her with you, but you're driving the car.
Yeah. Take her with you and have compassion for her, but like give her the tough love. Like, come on, we're doing this.
I love it. So in summary, Johanna, what are your main pieces of advice for our listeners who may or may not be struggling with this, knowledge for them to pass on to their own loved ones? Mm-hmm. And actually, let me go back because I'm asking you two questions in one. I would actually, before we touch on that love, what is some advice for the partner of somebody who's going through menopause? How can they offer their support and their help?
The number one thing is that you need to believe what the lady in your life is feeling.
Not dismissing it.
Yeah. And then you need to find a loving way to keep her accountable.
Oh, I like that.
It's like, hey, you're pissed off right now. Okay.
What are we doing about it?
When you feel better, we're gonna talk about this again. They need to be with you and not letting you sweep the shit under the rug.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Because I think
hear you.
It's scary to have those conversations. It's scary to bring up like, hey, you got so mad at me when I did this the other day. You want to talk about it?
Yeah, it is.
That's hard.
Yeah, you could get into the habit of just saying, "Oh, she'll calm back down. We'll leave it and we won't mention it and see what happens." But yeah, holding somebody lovingly accountable, I would say, is so helpful for somebody going through that, and enabling them to honor their emotions and having that little bit of team, I would say, makes a world of difference.
And really working with, I see so many women in the martyr role.
Okay.
And at this stage, it's just unbearable.
They've
You
accepted
know,
their fate in an awful kind of
yeah,
way.
they're kind of just in the like, I do everything, you know, and there's this dynamic where we're teaching the men in our lives that to let us do everything, because we don't let them do anything without criticizing them, redoing it. You know what I mean? And so
Guilty.
there's this pattern of the martyrdom of like, if I don't do it, you know, no one can do it right. If I'm the only one that can do it right,
Yeah, it'll never get done if I don't do. Yeah.
yeah, it'll never get
Yeah.
done if I don't do it right. And so, you know, having a partner that can push back and be like, no, I'm, you know, he's going to have to get out of his role of being like, why would I even try? She's just going to criticize the way that I,
Yeah. Yeah.
so that she can have the space to start putting more energy into taking care of herself.
At the root. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Incredible. And I think we both know the overall advice is you got to get out and get some sun.
You have to get out and get some sun. Wake up, get some sun, eat breakfast.
Yes.
If you want to fast, that's fine, but do not fast for breakfast. Fast later in the day. You need that breakfast, because without that breakfast, you're spiking your cortisol, then you're blocking your leptin, and you're not, and you're ruining your blood sugar for the whole day. You need to set the tone for the whole day with a high protein breakfast. Get off on a good start where you're not getting your insulin going up and down with your food, because it's already might be going up and down with all the artificial light.
Yeah. That is
And
really,
then
really good advice.
protect your eyes from artificial blue light. Get outside as little clothes as possible, even if it's 5 minutes. 5 minutes here, 2 minutes there.
That's one way to get the husbands on board for sure.
Yeah. Pull your pant legs up. Drive with the car window cracked.
Yeah.
You know, people used to take smoking breaks. Take a sun break.
A sun break. I love that. That is incredible. I have had such a wonderful conversation with you, Johanna, and I thank you so much for being a guest on our show today. I want to say to our audience that if you have any questions, please leave them in the comments or contact Johanna directly through her website, which is johannaswanson.com. We also encourage you to share your experience in the comments to cultivate a community and to connect with others who have similar experiences. And if you enjoyed today's episode, please check out our extensive library on YouTube. We have hundreds of informative videos just like this that all pertain to health and human happiness, and even more exclusive content on our Patreon, and we will link all that in the bio. And thank you guys so much for tuning in to the Wellness Plus podcast. Until next time, stay well.
Hey guys, I would like to take a moment to introduce you to our app, Yoga Plus. You will have access to an incredible selection of videos led by top instructors in yoga, fitness, nutrition, and so much more. Download our Yoga Plus app, available on iOS and Android today.